Alright, this is a fix for the Jeep Wrangler TJ, I believe some XJs also, with the blower control motor that is actually melting here and on the switch back here. This one here is going to be your input. This is speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, and speed 4. Speed 1 is the lowest, speed 4 is the highest on the output. What we're going to be doing is actually putting a relay system in here, cutting these wires so that when it is selected it will trigger a relay instead of passing your high voltage through this green wire coming through, which is where it's melting all the time. As you can see, this is my old one, and in the same position you can see where number 1 is coming in and melting and even burning that tip just from the amount of heat. On my particular one, the one that's going out is number 4, this one here closest to it, which is the one that's not giving me power at this time. This is going to be the part number BL62 for just the actual switch, this part right here. And what actually comes here, this is your inlet here, it's kind of hard to see, but the larger thick black wire is your input wire, and then your green one, the second one over in the middle, is your output for when you actually select which location you want. And then the green is just for the light in it. It comes from this dark green wire in the middle, comes back through here and passes, and that is your green wire coming in on your input side here, which then when you select which one you want, these are your different output speeds. That then comes down to your blower resistor down right here on the lower side. You can tell I've come in here and I have cut a small slit in the electrical tape to basically expose these wires, and that's where I'll basically cut them to add in the relay. Alright you guys, hopefully you're following through with this here. One thing I did forget to mention earlier, this system is a negative system, which means it is not using positive to pass through these wires, it is using the negative. So when you do that, remember when hooking your fuse up here that your switch at your 85 and I believe it's going to be 86 down here are going to be positive and negative, meaning you have to bring a full-time positive wire in that I brought here in off of the cigarette lighter. The positive will stay full time, and then the negative is actually when the switch is turned on, letting the flow come through. I did use the red wire here, it's all that I have is the positive, but this is actually going to be a negative flow. This is connected to the battery on the engine side. Now as you can see here, that's on the negative. I have not wired this in all the way yet here, but I went ahead and used a 10. The average rating in there is a 12, so I went ahead and did one size larger. I'm going to end up getting this wired in so it cleans up a little bit here. As you can tell, it just fell off. You can tell right now it is completely off. Now the one thing I did differently than what a lot of people have done is some people are saying to do it on all 4 of them. The only one that keeps burning out on mine is the number 4 position. Due to that, I went ahead and put the relay on number 4, and then I also just did a second relay on the 3, because those are the 2 higher amp draws on it. Also, because it is an older fan that is still in there, I'm just going to go ahead and replace it out. It's only for like $45 on Amazon, and that will just kind of be a secondary backup plan. But these relays should help pass through some of that current that is basically causing it to melt.